years from now, what will you be doing? Hard to really think about it because most likely you won't be doing whatever it is you want to be doing. That's reality. You don't need to be a burnout in your 30s to realize this. The majority of the world won't get to do what they want to do with their lives, meet a sleazy Puerto Rican man with a mustache, do softcore porn to pay next month's rent, and die from a Romanian STD 17 years later. Parents should tell their kids this more often. I'm gonna be in the NBA when I grow up. Shut up, asshole. Your parents are both 5'8" and white. I've been thinking about this 10 years from now question for, well, damn, 10 years. My old school had a question in the yearbook that all the graduating students answered in their yearbook bio. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Some tried to be funny, some took it seriously, but no one took into consideration the circumstances they'd be around in that time. Truth is, you have no idea because nobody can predict the future to that level. There's a well-known book titled 1984 about a dystopian future where the government has ultimate control over the people and technology is incredibly advanced. To me, it's funny how people perceive the future to be like in the past because of how wrong they are. At the rate technology was changing in the 80s, they thought that by now we'd be flying from place to place in Toyotas while fighting off Skynet with lasers. The only changes in technology for the past 10 years have been phones lengthening and thinning, and then we added diversified emojis and suddenly that's a big deal too. In 10 years we can have another 9/11 happen, drastically altering the future, or maybe even another Cold War if Putin wants to make Europe his bitch. But most importantly of all, where am I gonna be in 10 years? You've been thinking until now where you see yourself, but you're stupid, so I'll do it for you. I see it as 3 different possibilities, instead of just one scenario where I'm driving in a white Lambo with Emma Watson's head in my lap. I'm at a point in my life where a lot of the choices I make will change my future to a degree that I don't have the responsibility to handle, and I also don't trust myself enough to stick with those choices. I'm stupid too, you're not alone. I could either be a college graduate trying to make it in New York City, pretty much the plot to any basic cable sitcom. I could be a high school graduate and mediocre comedian that you kind of know from that one thing you saw that one time. Or I could be without any diploma living in a shitty apartment in some shitty state, you know, one of those irrelevant states like fucking Arkansas or South Dakota or anywhere in Canada. See, I like to keep those 3 possible situations low standard because secretly I don't believe any of these things will happen, and secretly I believe I'm gonna be super famous even with the Emma Watson thing. Having the low standard situations firsthand would make me feel better if it did actually happen. This is because all humans, well, rather annoying middle class nerds like the people watching this video are far too hopeful for their futures. But what about you? You could be 35, you could be 11, you could be a gamer, you could be a dad. Hell, you could even be female if you stuck around after that feminism video. Where are you gonna be in 10 years? That's a long time from now. Maybe by then you'll get the fuck out of that blanket and throw the food out from under your bed. Asshole.